Healthy Beach Girl, and I'm going to make some protein balls for you today. These are the plant protein power balls in the Spring Cleanse program, and I love protein balls. They are like my saving grace when it comes to cleansing. Whenever I'm hungry or I walk in the door after working out, I just keep them in the refrigerator or the freezer, pops them in my mouth. They got lots of protein in them, and I feel great afterwards. So there's a ton more recipes on the Healthy Beach Girl seasonal cleanse page. For cleanse purposes, you can substitute any seed butter, such as pumpkin seed butter or sun butter, for peanut butter or almond butter that are in any of them. You can also substitute shredded coconut or hemp seeds for the oats that are in some of the recipes, and you can just get creative with it. So for this one, we're just going to start out with half a cup of protein powder, which I already have in here. This one calls for 3 tablespoons of cacao, which I'm adding in right now. Cacao is a superfood. Most of what is in these protein bites are different kinds of superfoods, which was sent to you in the email today. A 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and this is how I measure. It's about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then in another bowl, we're going to mix our liquid. So because it's not quite hot enough out, I warmed up my coconut oil in some water on the stove. And this calls for 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. If you don't like coconut, you can choose a different type of oil if you want. The benefits of coconut oil, again, came in that email today. 2 tablespoons of honey. This might be a little slow, but really honey, the way I measure it is like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about a tablespoon. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably another tablespoon. And then we've got a 1/4 cup of tahini. So I have my little 1/4 cup right here, gonna measure it. And then for this one, just because we're talking about superfoods this week, on your sheet it says bee pollen. Another option is what I have is some propolis, actually, which just helps with seasonal allergies, and it has lots of other properties in it that are good for you. Mix the wet with the dry. Pretty easy. You're going to get a powdery consistency. It's almost going to be like cake batter. And my kids sometimes think that it is cake batter. They like to make their own. You can get creative with this. You can add some different things in, such as hemp seeds, or you can roll it in shredded coconut or hemp seeds. And then towards the end, what I like to do to keep it easy is either get a measuring spoon or a melon scooper. Come on in there, scoop it out. If it's a little sticky, which this one is, turn it off. Sticky consistency, you can add something dry in like hemp seeds or shredded coconut, whatever your choice is, until it gets dry enough to where it starts to stick together. And then you'll grab something like a melon scooper. This is a really old one. I think it's like 20 years old. And scoop it out and then just plop it in your hand like that. Put it on a baking sheet. If you want to get fancy, you can roll it in some hemp seeds or some shredded coconut. You can make it however you want. The most important thing is the consistency. Not too sticky, not too dry, just dry enough to where it holds together. Then you can keep them in the fridge or the refrigerator to enjoy whenever you want. Now, I like to make these in bulk, like 100 at a time. So you might want to triple or quadruple the recipe or just get creative with it. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining me.